Well, what does it mean to be conscious? Because we talk about creating conscious relationships, but are we really conscious people? And what does it mean? It means that we are awake, that we know who we are, where we are, what is the impact that we make in the world, what is the environment that we live in, and what is our mission and role in this reality. So people talk about being awakened, having the first awakening. What does it mean? Well, in my opinion, it means when we start asking questions about what is real to me, what makes sense to myself, because otherwise we just follow rules, we follow the crowd, we follow the news, we follow whatever society dictates to us that this is the way we should do this or that, even relationships. But the first step, the first most important thing before anything else is we need to become conscious about who we are. And that is a personal quest into ourselves. Because it's essential to learn how to love ourselves, which is the goal here. I know there are many, many different steps, but today we're going to talk about how to become conscious about who we are. And we may have an opinion about, what kind of person we are and what we want to become, but probably we only know what is in our conscious mind. But according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, who I really believe, 90% of our mind is subconscious and only 10% is conscious. Do you realize what that means? It means that the most part of the content of our mind is totally unknown to us. So we believe the 10% that is conscious, but there's 90% that we have no idea. But even though we don't know about the subconscious mind and whatever content, whatever part is living in there, that part is many times and usually operating through us without us knowing. So you can compare that with the blind spot when you're driving. You know that even if you look at the mirrors, there's a spot on the side that you cannot see. You have to turn your head and look. That's the only way, because it's hidden to the mirrors, but it's there. The same happens with the subconscious mind. Things we don't see, it doesn't mean that they're not there. They're there. So when we work with parts, I love working with parts, but I think it's an essential tool. It's so important and so useful and helpful to get to know those parts that they are hidden to us, that they are kind of in the shadow. If you're familiar with the concept of the shadow, you know that we all have one. And in order to get to know ourselves, how we, who we are for real, we need to get to know our shadow. Otherwise, we are just lying to ourselves. We are creating a story about who we are that actually we are not that. And then we don't understand why people or why things happen the way they happen to us, because we are not aware that we have a role to play there, but we don't see it. See? It's not so easy, but if you follow the instructions on my free guide, Parts Work Guide, that I'm offering for free for you, you're gonna see that it's not so difficult, and it could be fun to get to know the part that you never have access to. Well, with this tool, you can do that. So, if you really want to know who you are, you need to dive into the unknown of the unconscious mind or the subconscious mind. I use that as, synonyms. Subconscious, unconscious, it's the same, all right? If you want to know more, click the link in the description and get into my website. There is a landing page, then you register, and then you're gonna get an email with instructions how to have access to this PartWorks guide, step by step, that is totally complimentary for you. With much love, Dan, for all of you.